If not for the rain, it'd be a nice day to work. You guys that have some kind of concrete pad or even level and a roof over your heads, I'm kind of jealous. This thing is coming together. This cross member I welded in. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Somehow this side, you can see that gap there, and that I'm not proud of myself. I had that gap there, say over a 1/4 inch, I don't know, something. And then over here, I didn't need any packing material, so my whole cross member was cocked that way just a little bit. Don't know how I did it, but I did it. And to try and cut the whole damn thing loose, and no, not doing that. Everything bolts up, the mounts are fine. I welded these on just along there so they could flex like that. This is what your tailgate hinges on. And then I hung the tailgate on there and latched it. All right, that latches, and it actually works better. And then I kind of went and just put that in, of course, and then just tacked these in so they wouldn't flop. They would be rigid in there on both sides. Tested the tailgate again, works fine. Really stuck that crap in there. It's solid, the tailgate works, the window goes up and down and it seals. Good enough, man. It's a hell of a lot better than what was in there before. Then we come over to Ford things. Well, yeah. Here, to even do this repair, I had to hack out the rear end, the rear end of the quarter panel. And you can see we're going back together over here, but this is, you're taking that out. Back behind this side, there's a sort of brace thing for a swing out spare tire carrier. You got, well, right here, this thing. This whole apparatus bolts to the body and swings out when your tailgate's closed. You're going down the road, you swing that thing closed, and your spare tire sits about here on the rear end of the truck. And it's heavy, so they have this, it's hard to see, but they have this reinforcement stuff thing brace back in here, and that bolts onto the side. And trying to line that up and line this up was a real pig. And you can see up here there's hardly any gap, but right here, you got about 1/16 of an inch, and down here about 1/16. Here there's nothing. Stuff is not going back together exactly the way it came apart. And down here there's hardly any gap, maybe a 32nd, and then up here it's like a 1/16. Yeah, it's not going to be exactly the same. I'm not a body guy. I hate body work. I really hate it. I'd rather be welding on heavy stuff. And I don't know if you can see, like, this side is a little higher than this side. We're just gonna deal with it, man. It's an old truck, and it doesn't have to look beautiful. As long as stuff lines up and works, man, that's all I can really ask for. Especially me doing this. I'm an amateur. I'm not good at body work. I don't like body work. I hate body work. But at the same time, I'm kind of sick and I'm sort of having fun with it. I don't know. I suppose so far I might give myself a passing grade on this, just barely. Maybe a D. I don't know. I think a real body guy would probably puke looking at this. I don't know. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's going back together though, and I'm pretty glad for that. Hopefully I don't run into nonsense later. The spare tire carrier don't line up or some crap. And I still got work to do on the tailgate. There's a spring in there that assists you when you're shoving the tailgate closed, so you don't have to muscle the whole thing. Let me think. There's some other stupidness happening. I got to work on the tailgate. Truck's been out of action for 3 months now. We're down to the one vehicle, and that makes me kind of nervous. But this whole repair needed done for years, and I was putting it off for years because I didn't want to do it. But it's totally doable. I'm an amateur. I'm some random idiot, and I'm managing to pull it off this well. So anybody that knows their shit could do a hell of a lot better. Take care.